So now we're going to import our first spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet is just going to be the power and pressure washer companies that we're going to grab from San Antonio. Now again, there's really about 190 that I could be putting in here, but I'm putting in a small amount just so you can see how it works. So I'm going to go down over here to these three dots. I'm going to hit data import. Then I'm going to say from a spreadsheet. And then I'm going to say I want to upload a spreadsheet. And then I'm going to grab my San Antonio import. And I'm going to say open it. Now one of the things that's nice about PipeDrive is that if you screwed up and you didn't do this correctly, there is an undo. So you can go ahead and undo what you have. So let me show you this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the name and I'm going to drop the name here. And then I'm going to come down to the next one I need is metro area. So I'm going to drop metro area here. And I'm basically telling it these fields that I have on my spreadsheet, they're going to go into these fields in the database. So the next one is going to be business category. This one, it tried to guess. It said source and it put label, but we don't want that. We want our own source. So we're going to go source here. Source, note, and then other contact method. I'm not going to bother to import it. I only wanted it for the spreadsheet. So just like that, I'm all set to go. One of the things we've done in the past is another field that we have added has been their website. You can do it. You don't need to do it. It's up to you. Might be good information to have later if you want to look at how good or bad their website is. But now I'm all set. This import should work perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And if it finds a record that's duplicated, it's going to merge the data, which is fine. There's none to do, but it's showing me the name, the email, the phone, the metro area, the source, the business category, and the organization all line up perfectly. So I'm going to hit start. And because this is such a small sheet, it should go pretty quickly. And it's done. And again, down here under import history, it gives you the ability to revert. If you go in there and you find that you made a mistake and you want to start fresh, just do that. But we're going to go over here to contacts now. And now we have our contacts. So we have everybody in here. We've got that they're, the names of the companies, the organization, or the name of the person, which is actually the same as the name of the company. We have a label, we have an email, we have a phone number, and we're all set. The one thing we don't have is the labels. And like I said, labels is a little bit of a problem because this is where you change labels. And what I use labels for, let's go in here and I'll show you. There's customer, we're already in here. Hot, warm, cold. Those are all fine. The other one that I like to add is DNS, which is do not send. Okay. And the reason I want do not send is because I want to be able to put that into my filter sometimes. If I just find somebody I don't want to deal with, I don't want to take them out of the database, I want to leave notes about them, I want to put a DNS label on them, and that way when I filter for them, they won't show. There's one column that's missing here, and that is my, I want that additional column, the custom column that I created for lead count. So I'm going to go to here, and then there it is, lead count. So I'm going to add lead count, and it's going to put it way over here on the end. So I'm going to have to move it, but I can grab it and just keep moving it till I get it where I want it. I want it right next to the name because I want to see if I've been sending them anything before. So I'm going to shrink this down, and that way I can look at it very quickly and say, oh, I've sent those guys a lead before. So, and then on label, again, I don't need to have anything in this label yet. I'm going to reduce it down a little bit, make it nice and neat, because the longest thing that I'm going to have in there is customer, if they're a customer. So now we're all set. So we've got our pressure washers in here. Some of them have email addresses, so I can go right after these. If I get a lead in, I can work very quickly to send that lead off to these people. And so that's what I'm going to show you next. So now that we've got the setup done, I'm going to pause for a minute, and then I'm going to create a fake lead, and I'm going to show you how you'd send it.